We have a next question, and it's a two-parter. So this person's asking, how do you know if you succeeded in the interview? Some context, which is that they've interviewed with Ross. The interview asked a couple of times kind of follow-up questions, and what was the result of this? And they're wondering, is that like bad news?
People leave interviews and they think, well, they didn't ask me any behavioral questions, so obviously they're not interested in me, so I got nixed. Or they asked me this type of question, I don't get it, so maybe it wasn't a good interview. You can over sweat and over speculate, but I don't think there's much signal value in any of that kind of stuff. The interviewer, I've provided a little bit of insight, the interviewer will write a report based off of the interview, and different schools might have different type of reports that they write, and they'll probably provide some data points in terms of, the feedback they're providing for that interview. But they're not the only decision maker in your final decision, right? So again, the interview report will go back to your file, and then the admissions committee or individuals off the admissions committee will re-review your overall application with this additional data point, the interview report. Some folks can have bad interviews and get admitted because their overall profile is just really, really strong. The interview wasn't awful. It didn't raise a red flag. Maybe you just didn't perform particularly well that day or whatever it might be. I wouldn't overthink it. Once you're done with the interview, there's nothing much else you can do, right? Send a follow-up email thanking them for the interview.
What about the thank you letter? Like, does that provide a chance to, kind of shape things at all? Or, should we be sending thank you letters in this era of,
Yeah, for sure. Be very polite, courteous, gracious. And if you think there was something you weren't able to communicate effectively, it might be an opportunity to share that. I wouldn't go overboard with that because you've already had the opportunity to share it in the interview. So it's kind of like, all right, now you sent me a 3-page essay. I'm not sure that's the way to handle the thank you. So you could overcome a little bit, but I wouldn't get carried away with it.